Oh, we're live. There we go. Hi, everybody. We are back. It's the brand new Housewives, and we've been on a hiatus, but we're back to talk about something awesome today. So, obviously, we have our girls here, and I'm going to go down the row. So, we have Miss Brandy Jeter Riley of MamaKnowsItAll.com.
Hi, guys.
Miss Mandy Buckner of Choosy Lovers, who is trying to get out the door to get her children because...
Hi. Is my screen on? I thought I turned it on. Hi, guys.
Hi, Mandy. Hi. And then we have Miss Natasha Nichols of HousefulOfNichols.com. And her little kiddos were giggling in the back, so hopefully we'll hear them giggle again.
Yes.
Uh-oh, she might be frozen. But she'll be back. Okay, so we wanted to talk about the Essence Music Festival today because we have been giggling and kikiing and excited about it for, how long is it? It's been like a month or so, right? We've been talking about it?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And so we wanted to talk about it with you guys because it's fantastic. And they have it every year, and we just want to go on a girls' trip. So we're thinking about it. We've been talking about it. Girls' trip, maybe July 2nd through the 5th. And it's always in New Orleans, which is an amazing place. How many people have been to New Orleans out of us?
I have. That was my only time going last year.
Oh.
Yeah. Mandy, have you gone? Natasha? I think Natasha. Oh, Natasha was frozen. Mandy, you're muted.
I'm just talking away and muted. Sorry. I went to the last Mardi Gras before Hurricane Katrina.
Wow.
So, yeah, I've been to New Orleans. I didn't really get out much, and like I said, it was Mardi Gras, so it wasn't around the time of the Essence Festival. So I'm pretty sure it's a whole different experience. But New Orleans is really just a culture within itself, like the city, you know?
Yeah, it is.
New Orleans is just like a whole nother place. So it's nice though.
Yeah, it was that was what I liked a lot about it. The culture, the architecture, the food, like everything was just, it was like being in a European city, but in the United States. I mean, it's even after, and I went long after Katrina, and there were still some areas, I went on a tour, there were still some areas that they were like rebuilding and stuff like that. But you could tell like the city had really come together to get back after Katrina.
So, Amira, you've never been?
No, I have. I went 2 years ago, I want to say, for they have the New Orleans hotel collection down there. So like the Bourbon Orleans Hotel and the Dauphine, I believe. They own quite a few hotels down there, so they sent a few bloggers down to kind of check them out. And it was like in the middle of August. It was so hot.
So hot.
It's like you walked out, and it's like somebody just smeared a cake on your body, and you have to walk around like that all day. That's
see, I like it like that. I like it when it's hot. Like, I guess because I'm from Florida, you know, see, Atlanta has me messed up because they really do have 4 seasons. But when it's hot like that, I love it. That's what I love about New Orleans. Every time I've been, it's been hot.
I mean, I still loved it. Hot. It was hot, but I still loved it. I absolutely love that city. I mean, look, you take me to a city with good food, that's all I need. That food was, I still think about it almost every day. Almost every day. Oh, my Lord. Them beignets. Oh.
Yes. And then they have the nerve to give you like 20 of them.
Yes. Oh, my word. And then the coffee, I'm not a big coffee drinker, but that chicory coffee, I was drinking that 3 times a day. I was like, I've never had anything like this. So I just can't. Any city with great food like that, you have me. Yeah. Yeah, I have my co-host with me today, of course.
Oh,
She can't leave
sugar.
me alone. So I'm all about the food. And Essence Festival, I hear they really show out. So I mean, I want to really go. I've wanted to go. It's been on my list for quite a while, just because of the music and the artists that come. But like they have great speakers. I know Brandy, you went last year for Essence Festival with Coca-Cola.
Yes, I went as a guest of Coca-Cola, and it was amazing. Like it was better than I had thought. It was always on my bucket list. Like, I want to go to the Essence. I think that every person, every black woman wants to go to the Essence Fest. And like actually going as a guest of Coca-Cola, that was a dream come true. But then just going in general, just being there, it was very empowering. There's a lot of concerts, which everybody knows about, but then there's also a huge, gigantic expo where there are speakers, people talking about business. So Walmart, along with, I forget which company, but it was Walmart and another company. They hosted a series of career and entrepreneur type talks for women, and it was very, very cool. They had executives there sharing their stories, and it was really good. They had fitness experts there, people doing different activations, like showing how to lift weights and how to do jazzercise and all that stuff. And then I did a fun run, like a 3 mile, like a 3K or something like that with Black Girls Run. So they have a ton of stuff outside of the music, but the music was amazing. Last year, Prince was there. That's
Wee!
like, I mean, and he shut it down. He shut
Lord.
it down. Jill Scott was there. She shut it down. Janelle Monáe was there. She was amazing. Prince had the nerve to play backup for Janelle Monáe. Like I mean, it was just a really awesome experience. Really, really awesome.
Hmm.
Oh man. Yeah.
And I always thought it was just about the music. I didn't even know all that other stuff went on at Essence Festival.
Yeah, ton of
That's
stuff going
awesome.
on.
That's
Mhm.
awesome.
And for me, it was interesting to see, like whenever you have events like this, it's interesting to see who supports them. And so for me, I became a fan of quite a few big companies because, if you value me and my community enough to invest, then I can invest in your product. So, there were some car brands there. Like I said, Coca-Cola, Walmart, they were big contributors, McDonald's, and regardless of how people feel about them, the thing is they put their money where their mouth is, to support this very important event for that community, for New Orleans. I mean, that is a huge part of their, tourism, having all these people come, and it gets people working, and that was really important and super, super cool to me to see that. So what are you guys most interested in going to the event for?
I want to eat. I want to eat all the food. I want to eat all the food, all of it.
Yeah, I do too.
I just
Every
want
single
food. I just want to put on a sundress, some huge shades, and just eat. That's it. That's what I'm
I
here for.
want to see the fashion too, because I've watched like social media or whatever over the past couple of years, and some of the like just the personalities that go down there and the bloggers or even like the artists that go, they just seem to really show out with their fashion too. Like it's, I guess because you're down in New Orleans, you can kind of be a little more adventurous in what you wear. So I love to see that. And my girl Solange lives there, so I live and die for my Solange, and I love to see what she wears because I love her so much. So I can't wait to see the fashion, like see what everybody's really picking out to show this year.
And Natasha on mute?
No, I'm not on mute.
Oh, there she is.
Oh.
I'm
Hey,
back. Um, we're in the midst of they're starting another house on this block, and ComEd came and they came and cut off the electricity. That's why you lost. They cut it to the wrong house. We paid our bill. It's okay. Um, they just cut it. They cut it to the wrong house, and I was like, yeah. Anyway, I'm really excited about seeing all of the. I would love to see all of the acts. I'm really um excited about it. Last year, I think they had Prince. Did they have Prince last year? I think this year is more of like the 80s and early 90s people that I really like. So.
Oh, don't say that. Are you for real?
yes,
What?
ma'am.
What? What?
Because now I feel like I have to go.
You do have to go. Oh, I was gonna read down. Let me read. Hold on. Let's read down who's gonna be there. So we have of the artists, because there's good speakers too. The artists, they have Usher, Missy, Kendrick Lamar, Mary J. Blige, Charlie Wilson, Kim, India Ari, Common, Erica Badu, Bilal. Oh my gosh, I can't even keep going. They have Tanya Boyd Cannon. I've never heard of her. She looks very pretty. Trombone Shorty and Orleans Avenue, Avery Sunshine, Andrew Day, Kumo D, Raheem Devon, Dumpster Funk, Dougie Fresh. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Mystical is
Mystical. Kelly Price.
Are you serious?
Wait, y'all, I thought Mystical was in jail.
No,
I thought Mystical was in jail.
He's
He is out, and he's very much collaborating with Mark Ronson. He just did something with Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars, my booski, on Saturday Night Live a couple months ago. Oh, okay. Well, they didn't announce that. I didn't know he was out.
Yeah,
he did a very good job. Tweet will be there as well. And Esperanza Spalding, I'm very much in love with. But Tweet got me in trouble back in the day because of her song. Oops.
Oops. Yeah.
Yeah. That's not a song a church girl should be singing.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Definitely not in front of your daddy.
No, ma'am.
He would not appreciate that.
But yeah, that's who will be there. Dougie Fresh, we saw live at Blogalicious in Vegas 3 years ago, and he was fantastic.
Natasha, have you ever been in New Orleans? I think we missed that because you.
I've been to New Orleans just with a family trip. So the last time I was in New Orleans, I was pregnant with the twins. I was very pregnant. I think I was 8 months. No, I was 7 months pregnant. I was 7 months pregnant, and I went for all the food, all of it, all of the food. We walked so much that my husband had to leave me in the hotel the next day because he was scared that I was going to walk myself into having the babies. So I was put on hotel rest for a full day, while they got to go out and enjoy stuff. But it was good. The food is so good. So good.
Yes, I'm here for the food, always.
But I know everybody who's been to the Essence Festival typically comes back very happy with what they saw. So
yeah, they moved it now to I think where it's the 4th of July weekend. But when they first started having it, my parents, it would be like the last weekend in June, and that's how they would celebrate their anniversary because their anniversary was the last weekend in June. So they would always go. But I think now it's during the 4th of July or somewhere around that time. And I think it's longer now than it used to be because I think it used to be just a weekend, and now it's like 4 days or something like that.
Yeah, it says it's from the 2nd to the 5th.
Yeah.
And I always associate it with like a girls trip because my mom and her girlfriends from like high school, they will always talk about it, and they haven't gone every year, but every once in a while they would go. And when they go together, honey, you want to talk about some girls that show out? I know my mother comes back with a big old smile on her face, and I'm like, I want to go. Like I would feel so jealous. Like my mother having all of this fun with all her little friends. And I'm like, I want to see what this is all about. So
you're not old enough to hang. You're not old enough to hang with that group. I don't think you're ever old enough to hang with.
I'm 30 something. They're like, nah, you can't.
Ever. You just create your own. Just create your own group and then tell them that they can't hang with you. That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do.
Oh, I just love it.
But it is something I think that girlfriends should do. I think groups of women should do it and go and experience. In general, I think groups of women should just take trips off and, get your own Sex in the City group going on and go for it.
I love that idea.
Yes, me too. I'm looking at the speakers too because they have, I guess India Ari must be performing and speaking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's under the speakers too. And then they have Cynthia Bailey from the Real Housewives. That should be interesting. Deepak Chopra. Wow. Lynn Whitfield and Grace Gibson. They're going to speak together. Reverend Al Sharpton.
Does it say what they're talking about? What is Al going to be talking about?
Oh, look. Honey. He gets up there. He's going to be like Prince last year. Just be up there for hours, just talking. Trying to. Let's see, who else is. Why can't I just talk? Can I talk for a minute? He's being crazy today.
Al Sharpton is going to have some words of wisdom. Y'all stop that now.
Of course, but it's going to be hours and hours of it, and you know it.
Well, he's a preacher. That's what they do.
Yes, ma'am. I know. I've been there every Sunday. And I'll be like, yes. And then I look at the time like, wait, we've been here for 4 hours.
Right. Can we not have a full work day of service? Let me
see Sean T. and then, Ayanna Van Zant, too. So, wow. This is a good one.
Gonna be fixing some people's lives at the festival.
That's when I'm gonna put up my church finger.
You gonna exit stage left.
Yeah, I think we do too much fixing each other's lives. If we just focused on fixing our own, I think this world would be a better place.
Don't you preach. Don't preach, Al.
It's not Friday, it's Wednesday. You need to calm it down.
Don't preach.
Yeah.
You're about to open up a whole nother show. Don't preach.
It's been on my heart for a while. All of these let me stop.
That's another show, okay? We'll have a whole theme show about Pastor Natasha, Pastor Mandy, Pastor Brandy, because y'all all you do is preach all week on Facebook, and I go, yes.
We try to let the Lord use us.
Yeah, let him use your daughter.
Dear God.
Now, what hotels are big out in New Orleans for the Essence Fest?
Brandy, where did you stay last time?
I think we stayed at the Drake, if I'm not mistaken. The Drake Hotel. Let me see.
You're on mute.
Oh, am I on mute?
You were.
Am I off now? I think they do because I was typing. Hold on, let me see. I'm pretty sure we were staying at the Drake Hotel, or maybe it was the Blake Hotel. I don't know, but it was lovely. It was very lovely. It was cool because it's where a lot of the Coca-Cola people stayed, but also like a lot of the college presidents were there, which was they were super like nice and yes, but they were very regal. Like the president of Essence, Spelman and Morehouse and all that, they were very regal. So it was cool to be around that sect of folks.
Is there a connection between the Essence and the are they mostly HBCU presidents?
Yeah, mostly HBCU presidents. I mean, I feel like I know that Coca-Cola invited a lot of people like that.
Okay.
And like Roland Martin, the guy, not that he's a president, but they invited a lot of political folks and a lot of entertainers and things like that. So that, they just I think that was cool. Like they wanted to make sure that the room was filled with really inspiring people. And it was.
Absolutely.
It was. Yeah.
Was the hotel in the quarter, Brandy, or was it out of the quarter?
It was right outside of the quarter. And they had like a magnificent ballroom because Coca-Cola had a dinner where they honored one of the first presidents of Coca-Cola that was African American. And I mean, it was just, y'all, I can't even describe how awesome the experience was. And even outside of the music stuff, like it was almost like two different experiences. The music stuff was like, yes, but then the other stuff was like, yes. I just like being around people that are like, doing their thing and positive and that was definitely what happens there. Even just like the regular people, like Mandy was talking about, people like you just saw so many beautiful women. And actually, you guys, I was shocked because I'm not a dress up type person. I'm real chill and casual, and you could just wear whatever you wanted. Now there were no like all that little nasty stuff. Like you didn't see any of that. You saw, the ladies in their white dresses, and I mean, it was like, if you want to see some beautiful people, go to the Essence Festival. You're gonna see natural hair, afros everywhere, shiny
I
skin.
love the shirt last year had a lady with a big afro on it.
Yep. Yeah, that's their, what, I forget what they called her, something, but she has a name and everything. I'm like, that is definitely the Essence Best Lady, because that's all you saw there was natural hair. You really didn't see much of anything else. Can any of you guys drive to New Orleans? Like, are you close enough to drive?
It's 13 hours. That's how we got to New Orleans the last time. We drove in and we came in. I believe it's Highway 10, where I believe it was the Mississippi River that we drove over, and it was such a magnificent view, because the sun was hitting it just right, and it's that sapphire blue when you're driving over the bridge. And we happen to have property down there, vacation ownership property, which comes in handy. So we were right. I don't know what street we were on, but we got to take the trolley into everywhere. So it was very, very convenient for us for where we were. So yeah, I'm the road trip queen. So
Yeah, I'm close enough. It's 7 hours from here, so it's not a long drive at all.
yeah, I'll load up a car in a minute and drive somewhere.
Yeah, but not right now.
I wish it was closer because we road trip too, but I think it's a little bit too far for us. I mean, going to Florida for Disney is not too far, but that's the limit. So I think, I haven't looked it up, but I'm pretty sure it's farther than that for us.
That means you should fly into one of our cities and then road trip with us.
That'll work.
Woo!
That's the way you do it.
Actually, flying into either Chicago or Atlanta is super cheap for us.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the way you have to do it.
Yeah. Love a good road trip. Oh gosh, this one is not letting me, and we're at our limit anyway. Did you know we were at our half-hour limit?
It goes by so fast.
Because he is like, mother, enough. Why you gotta talk to these ladies all the time? You talk to them all the time. Now you gotta talk to them on camera all the time. Lord have mercy. Okay, we're gonna go. Can you say goodbye? So I think that we have 90 days to make our decisions, to chat it up, see if we're gonna make a decision out of this, ladies. Maybe we'll get to go as bloggers and cover it, Essence Festival. So we can put that in our prayer list.
Sounds like a plan.
Because we need to eat all the food. That's all I care about.
All of the food. All of
Please. Some etouffee, a po' boy sandwich.
Yes.
A lettuce sandwich.
I happen to want alligator because that's how I roll too.
It's too good. It's too good. You get some homemade ranch dressing with that joint. It's too good.
I'm thinking some gumbo, red beans and rice. And then we learn a little bit of Missy Elliott. We learn a little from River Al Sharpton. And Ayanna can fix our life real quick. And then we just come home. Just a nice little 3 days. Come home motivated. Brandy said she was motivated everywhere she went.
Babies. With food babies and nice tans and just happy.
I think so.
Happy.
So, yeah, it's on the prayer list. Done. I put it on there. That's it. It's going to happen. Let it be so. Amen.
So,
Amen.
so now, when are we broadcasting again?
We will be back in 2 weeks. Everyone who's watching, if you're watching us, we'll let you guys know what the theme is, because now we're going to let you guys know what we're going to talk about ahead of time. So you can come and ask questions on the event page or share your experiences of what we're going to talk about. So that way we can be a little bit more interactive with you guys, because you love to watch us, obviously, because we're silly. But it would be nice if we could talk to you at the same time. That would be great. So in 2 weeks.
The Essence Festival, tell us if you've been, because we're going. So tell us what we have to do when we go.
Please. Look, I said it's on the prayer list. You know how that goes.
We're going.
So please let us know. I think I'll put the event page on this YouTube. I think it's going to go on YouTube. So we'll put the event page there. Please tell us your experiences for Essence Fest. Get us motivated, because we're going. Okay? Right, baby? Yes, so share with us. And we will be back in 2 weeks to talk with you guys. I hope you enjoyed our episode. And thanks again to Miss Brandy Riley, Miss Mandy Buckner, and Miss Natasha Nichols, ouch, for joining us. And I'm Amir from Rats and Frugal. And we love y'all. And we'll speak to you in 2 weeks. Have a happy Easter if you celebrate it, by the way. Bye, guys.
Bye.